look at that. Isn't that pure perfection in a cup? So hello, my name's Rob. This is Cattle Rabbit Scale Model Studios, and in this video it's all about backpacks and how to make them, I know, just a little bit more exciting. My wife kindly got me a box of eliminators for my birthday last year. I've only painted one up because for me, and if you know me, I like to kitbash stuff, and these just a bit too generic for my liking, so we're going to see if we can do a little bit better in this video. So backpacks, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Space Marine backpacks, they're great. However, I wanted something a little bit different for my eliminators. Now this method is, you could probably apply it to any miniature, you want. Space Marine connection point for backpacks are fairly similar, and this kind of uses that to an advantage. Now I've only painted one of these, and I think the real reason why I haven't done the other two so far is because they're just not tickling me. Snipers should be away from the battlefield for days on end, marking their target. They need somewhere to keep their sandwiches and their hot water bottles and stuff like that, little thermos. So I wanted to make something a little bit more jazzier, if you will. Now, Dark Angels have a wealth of bits available to them. The Raven Wing upgrade sprue is what we're going for in this video, and it's these little saddlebags down here. Now you might instantly dismiss these and think, these are just for bikes, but do you know what, this is actually perfect for what I had in mind. There's a ruffled up sleeping bag, there's a little pouch type thing, there's also like a lamo thing, and it's going to be great for what we need. So I am going to unclip these. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Almost forgot to say that just then. The only downside to this, you do only get 3, which means we can only make 3. So this is perfect for eliminators. There's only 3 in the squad. However, if you are going to go for other units, this might be a little bit of a costly way of doing it. So here is our 2 bits that we need. We are going to have to join them together, and there's a few ways we can do that, which obviously is quite easy. But the main thing is it sits really well over that little peg where the backpack would normally go, because it's normally on a flat bit of plastic, like a flat contact point. And the rolled up sleeping bag sits really well, like height wise, in comparison to a backpack. So I thought, this is going to be great. Now the way I'm going to put these together is you could just cut the the straps off the bottom and glue it straight together. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to file a couple of little notches just here and here. So if you want to have a little gap between the saddlebags, I guess they're not like one, you can definitely do that. And how I'm going to do this is just with a file. This is a coarse, small jeweler's file that I'm going to be using for this. And you just need to roughly eyeball it. It doesn't need to be perfect, don't worry. This was kind of like a learn as you go kind of method. I filmed some of this. I wasn't going to post out a video for the Easter break, but I got out of work a little bit early. So I thought, I'm going to finish this video off and pop it up here. So this was kind of like a little bit of I didn't do it and then voice over it. I did it as I was doing it, so it was a bit different. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to file some notches out here so we can get our straps in. Now you can see here that's all I've done. It's a little bit difficult to see because it's plastic, but it just sits in there. And that was just eyeballing it. You don't have to be perfect. You're not really going to see the underside. However, there are 2 little pins that just on the little rivets. Just cut them off, as this will obstruct it from sitting nice and flush. And as you can see, if we put it in straight away, jobs are good. And you can actually use these little notches as a little bit of a hinge. So if you are putting it on models with capes or maybe in a slightly different pose, you can actually angle this to suit, which will actually work quite nicely. Just a little bit of an idea there. I haven't fully fleshed it out. This is the first time, as I said, I'm making these, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this guy here that I've got, and they all have capes, so nice, they hang down nice and flat, which is great. I'm going to be using some Tamiya extra thin cement just to stick these together. But then it kind of got me thinking a little bit, what more can I do to kind of like jazz this type of stuff up? And when you think about it, it's not just upgrade sprues you need, because every kit has bits, like loads of bits. Like you can see here on the eliminators, they have these little scopes and these barrels for guns that maybe you're not going to use. You could cut those off, stick them to the side, you know, really load them up with kit and tools and bits and things like that, which is definitely going to just help bring, you know, this kind of like almost camping bag effect to life. I will go in because I found loads of other bits that weren't on upgrade sprues. The chances are, if you're a Space Marine player, you've already got in your collection. But here you can see I've glued it together, and the first, you know, type of thing to do is to, you know, attempt to kind of test fit it. And for some reason I was like, oh, it won't fit. You know, I can't get it to sit too flush, and I wondered what I'd done wrong here. And it's because I had filed in those little notches and pushed those straps in. What I had to do was trim them out just on the inside here. As you can see, I'm taking them off because it actually obstructed the pin. So if you are going to do the method where you file them out, make sure you trim off your little notches of your saddlebags there, otherwise it will stop it from going in. Once that was trimmed up though, once again, it fit really perfectly. It's not 100% the tightest fit, but it is snug. There isn't much wiggle room on this. If you wanted to stuff some green stuff in there, mold it to shape, you know, do that. You could put some plasticard over it and you know, pack it out that way if you wanted to. However, the way it is at the moment, I think it's fine. Now, this is what I mean about bits as well. This is an intercessor kit. You've got the lenses for the bolt guns here. You've got these little pouches that you can trim up. You know, there's so much stuff that you could, you know, stick to these little, you know, little extra side bags and stuff like that. I had actually had a really fun time rummaging through some of the bits that weren't Dark Angels bits in this instance to, you know, jazz these up. Obviously, you've got I think it's the frag or crack grenade casings. All you've got to do is file them a little bit flatter so they sit against the side of the bags, and literally it is jobs are good, and these are really, really easy to do. So I've unclipped my cape here, as you can see, and what I have done is I've glued on a combat knife that was in its sheath and some extra side bags just to give it a bit more detail. But you've got loads. You can put on like these little guns, you can put on little handguns and stuff like that. You just file some of the iconography off. It's really easy to do, and once you've stuck the two together, it's actually quite a lot of fun, just, you know, seeing how wild you can make these little extra bags. So there it is. It's not much, but do you know what? I'm really happy with it, and I think it's going to really transform my eliminators. But look, that's it from me in this one. It is just a quick one. I'll see you all next time. God bless, and take care.